Total Technology. So this is a brand new series, guys. The series name is, or the playlist name is, Fast API Python Complete Tutorial. So many of you will be very happy to see this actually, because I created, or I'm creating this tutorial because I got so many requests for past 4-5 months that I should start creating a playlist or a small tutorial on Fast API, because this is kind of a very popular nowadays, and mostly many like companies, freelancing companies are actually started looking for the developers who are actually experienced with Fast API. So this is more or less like Flask. If someone is already familiar with Flask or Django, for them it will be easy, but there are some differences. So we'll be going to talk about all this thing. But as always, our series will be, or our tutorial will be completely on hands-on driven approach. I'm not going to discuss about theoretical part like in this tutorial, like I actually do in all my other videos. Like it will be like completely coding and little bit of explanation, and like everything will be use case oriented way. Okay, so again, let me just talk a few things about Fast API first, and then we'll start ahead with the actual part. So this tutorial will be only going to talk about the introduction of Fast API and what are the prerequisites and how to install those prerequisites. That's it. And from tutorial 2 onwards, we'll be going to talk about, or we'll be going to do the actual coding. Okay, so first thing first, as I told you, if you follow this link, you will get all the information about Fast API. So fastapi.tianglo.com, you will get all the information about Fast API. So it is well documented, well maintained, and there are lots of developers are actually contributing. There are multiple review sessions are happening, so that is why I thought of let's keeping this theoretical part, because there is no point of like doing this thing when something is already available in the public platform. So rather than, I'll just going to discuss about what is Fast API. Again, it is copy pasted completely from the website, so there is no point of discuss this thing. Like, just want to say why Fast API the name came, because it is highly high performance driven and very fast. And fast means, and high performance means, this is asynchronous in nature, like which is not supported by Django or Flask. So that is why this is very much popular. And other things are actually I'll not be able to explain actually, because I'm not sure about all this thing, like this sort of things, like fast to code, and it is increase the development feature by 200 or 300%, because I never experienced like this sort of things. Yes, definitely you can write the code very fast, because it has so many like amazing features. For example, the documentations are automatically available. So if you if you develop some Python API using Flask, then you do not have any documentation already made available, but here actually those things are available. But if I say this thing now, I'll not be able to explain all this thing, because I'm not going to write the code now. So I'm just keeping this part for the timing. You guys can go ahead and read out this thing from the official documentation. But trust me guys, whenever I'm going to write the actual code from tutorial 2 onwards, I'll be going to discuss each and every point there, so that will be easier for all of you to understand. So next thing is, what are the prerequisites? So prerequisite is the first and important prerequisite is that you need to have Python 3.6 or higher version required. Second is you have to install Fast API using pip installer, definitely, and you have to install Ubicon using pip. So these are the three things are required. So in this tutorial, as I told you, I'll be just going to install the prerequisite, and after that, from next tutorial onward, we'll be going to start writing the code. So here actually I set up one GitHub repo, Fast API Python. Inside I'll be going to create the folders. So I'm just going to give you guys a brief understanding of my GitHub repo. So when I upload this repo to GitHub, you will get all the folders for every tutorial, and inside the tutorial all the codes will be available. So first of all, I have to install this thing. So it should be pip3 install. So maybe I can write pip3.7 install Fast API. So it's done. Now I have to install Ubicon. It's done. So once this is done, you have to check whether everything is working fine or not. So we have to you have to create a file main.py, and inside that you can write from import just like Flask. So yeah, so if I just python 3.7 main.py, so let's see whether this is working or not. If this works, then everything is fine. So definitely it will work. It will work because it is actually got a autocomplete thing. So that is why, yeah, everything is fine. Okay, so that's it guys, our environment is already ready. So from next tutorial onward, I can just go ahead and write my first code on Fast API, and there actually I'll be going to discuss all this point. For example, as I told you, intuitive. So if you see great editor support, like just now we have seen, like I just write fast and it will automatically give Fast API. So one is completed, then very fast we'll see in the performance part, fast to code, like we'll see that in the next tutorial. Easy to use, like that will short code duplication is not there, and standard based, like it supports JSON and other things. And there is something called intuitive, like all the documentations are available. So you'll see all this thing in the next tutorial onward. Okay, so now maybe I think this is the right time to conclude this part. So in this tutorial we discussed what is Fast API, and this is a web framework just like Python, Django and Flask, but there are so many differences for this API, so that is why it is now popular. Nowadays it is very popular, for example for its performance, for its like easy to like write, manage and extend your codes. That is the main feature. And also if someone is already familiar with Python, for them it will be easy to learn and develop the high performance enterprise level applications. So that is why it is also very much in demand. And for performance oriented way, we need to like actually learn so many things. Like maybe it is going to be an intermediate tutorial, so we'll see that maybe after 5 or 7 tutorial. But remaining all these things can be discussed while writing the code from tutorial 2 onwards. Okay, so last thing what we did in this tutorial, we have actually set up our prerequisite, like our environment, and we have installed all the prerequisites. Like if you are not having Python 3.6, you will like you will not be able to install Fast API, and if you console that time you will get some error. So that is why if you are using lower version of Python, first of all you have to upgrade that, and after that you can install Fast API using pip and uvcon. Okay, and for knowing the detail about this thing, you guys can go ahead to this link and start reading this thing. And I'll highly recommend you guys to go ahead and start reading this link, because watching my videos again only going to give you the intuition, like why Fast API, how to use and what are the different things, because my tutorial is going to be use case driven way. But definitely if you learn from the official documentation, you will learn something more, and definitely you can like explore like out of the box, like completely different of whatever I am actually teaching. So that will be definitely helpful. Like reading is always good. So if you get some time, try to spend, and if you have some aspiration to know Fast API, then definitely you should spend like 15 or 20 minutes time whenever you get some free time. Okay, so that's it guys. Please let me know, have some sort of feedback whether you guys are happy or not. I know this is not right time to ask you for the content feedback. Maybe after 4 or 5 tutorial I can ask, but just let me know whether you guys are happy with this thing or not. At least those are actually sending me emails for last 4-5 months. I'm actually expecting an like feedback from them actually. Okay, so that's it guys, that's it for today. We'll see you in the next video very soon, probably tomorrow is a Sunday and also holiday. So I'll be planning to like upload one more video on Fast API, so that will be also very much important, and I'm super excited. Hopefully you guys are also very much super excited to learn this thing together with me. Okay, so that's it guys, we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day. Happy learning, happy weekend.